Hello beauties. Okay, as many of you all know, I have embarked on several challenges for 2014. One in particular is the 6-month Protective Style for Retention Challenge. That challenge is primarily designed to put your hair in an optimal position to where it can retain 6 months of its growth. Now, as many of you all know from the recent challenge that I did, the vitamin challenge, my hair is undergoing a lot of breakage right now. However, when I recall from when I did the 2-month protective style challenge last year, my hair actually re-strengthened itself. So I figured that not only am I giving my hair an opportunity to retain 6 months of growth, I am also putting my hair in a position to be able to reconstruct itself if I treat it right during the 6-month period. So I'm very excited about it because this is exactly what my hair needs. If my hair can do that major turnaround in 2 months, I am excited to see what it's going to do in 6 months. So we'll see. Now, let's get on what this video is about. I had some questions that came in about my protective styling of choice. I think I confused you ladies. No, I am not going to be wearing the same twists, these twists for 6 months. I am going to be primarily doing twists as my protective styles, but I am going to redo them every 2 months. That's my goal. Now, there was a second young lady who stated that she would love to embark on this challenge with me doing the 6-month protective style for retention. However, she was concerned. She said she's always been concerned about doing long-term protective styles because she just don't see where she would be able to still provide her hair with the essentials that it needs, like the moisturizing and sealing and protein and things of that nature. So she asked me if I can do a video stating like what my month-to-month, day-to-day, week-to-week regimen would be while I'm in my long-term protective style. Well, as many of you all know, last year around June or July, I did a video showing you all how I shampoo my hair while it's in marley twists. Well, that's a very good video. Please watch it. However, I've come up with a revised way of doing it, a better way of doing it. One of my biggest fears is that I thought that when you wet the marley hair, it gets heavy and it will separate from your natural hair. However, I experimented and I found that not to be true. What I did is I did my shampoo and conditioning regimen without the marley cap. And my twist, I'm not going to lie, in the middle I was like, oh my God, my twist is going to be ruined. But they were perfect. They actually looked clean. They were moisturized. I mean, they really just kept its look. So I decided, hey, I don't have to do all that stuff with the marley cap and all that shenanigans that I was going through. So what I do now is I take my conditioner. Now, as far as the conditioners, I would use the Tresemme Naturals. Yes, I tried it. I do like it. I use the Tresemme Naturals. I also use the Herbal Essence, and I use my Ayurvedic conditioners. And what I do is I go ahead and I do my deep condition first by soaking my twist with the conditioner. I get it in good because I want to be able to get enough on there to where it gets to every last one of my hair strands. So by doing that, it has to bypass the marley hair that is wrapped around it. So once I get the conditioner on my hair, I put on my conditioning cap, and the cap that I use is the one that looks like an aluminum foil. Those are really good because they do generate a lot of heat, okay? So I put that on, let it sit overnight or at minimum 4 hours. When it's time for me to rinse it out, I will first make a solution up in an applicator bottle by filling the applicator bottle up with warm water and then adding 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of shampoo. Yes, ladies, I said shampoo. And you all know how I feel about shampoo. I hate it. But for right now, it is something that I have to have part of my regimen because of the fact that I do put growth aids on my scalp and I want to be able to cleanse away the oils anything that could be clogging the pores, any dirt that could have got attracted to my scalp by way of the oil. I want to go ahead and free my scalp of that because, again, I want to create an environment that's going to produce healthy growing hair, okay? So what I do is I take the solution and I only apply it on my scalp, only on my scalp, ladies. And I massage that in with the pads of my finger. Now, don't be surprised if you don't get a good lather, because this is not about getting a good lather. It's just about getting a little bit of surfactant onto the scalp. That's not a lot that'll dry out your scalp, but a little bit more than what a conditioner would do. And that's why I do that rather than doing a full conditioner wash, okay? So after I get that all massaged in, I will get in the shower, take off the heating cap. Then I will start working it down as the water from the shower runs through. And I will do all sections. I will make sure that my scalp runs clear. And once everything is ran clear, I will then put a little bit more conditioner on my twist, finish my business in the shower, rinse that conditioner out, get out of the shower, and then I just let it lay straight down like this and let it air dry. Now, one thing about, twists or braids, anything like that, it does take a long time for it to dry. So I don't get it completely dry, just get it dry enough. At which time I go ahead and I will spray my hair down from the new growth all the way to the ends of the twist with the Infusium 23 Repair and Renew, or the original formula. And then I apply my protein leave-in. Now, during this phase, I do not apply any type of moisturizer leave-in on the twist itself. This is the time, ladies, that I'm focusing only on strengthening my hair and allowing it to reconstruct itself. So all I'm doing is adding a protein leave-in, and my protein leave of choice is my Emergencia, which is a Dominican molecular protein treatment. I put that on and that's it. Now, as far as my new growth, you all know how I feel about my new growth. My new growth has a mind of its own, and I really have not been able to find anything on the market that's really giving me just 100% what I like. So I had to resort to making it, and you all know I love that. I'm the kitchen chemist, okay? So I make my new growth spritz, and it is the famous spritz that we have made famous here on YouTube, and that is the water, the aloe vera gel or juice, and the glycerin. So I get that mixed up. That is the base of my new growth spritz. I then add in some goodies. You all know I'm just no plain Jane, but I add in my silk amino acids, the keratin, the hydrolyzed wheat protein. I put in panthenol and marshmallow root. I also add in Jamaican black castor oil and moringa oil. If you don't know about moringa oil, please look it up. It is an excellent oil, and this oil I actually infuse as myself. It is packed with a lot of nutrients, minerals, oh gosh, you name it, it's in there. So look it up. But I go ahead and I put all that in, shake it up really, really, really good, and then I just spray it only on my new growth. That's all. Now, although in my mixture I have Jamaican black castor oil, I still go ahead and put a little bit on my tips and apply that to my new growth. After I apply the Jamaican black castor oil, I then apply the Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing Smoothie over the Jamaican black castor oil. I bet somebody out there in YouTube land figured it out. I basically did the lock method. I've been doing the lock method and didn't even know it until the other day when I was like, what is this lock method? What is this lock method? And when I was looking it up, I was like, wait a minute. That's what I do to my new growth. So I had already been doing the biz, okay? But nevertheless, I go ahead and apply that. Now, the thing about the Shea Moisture is I mainly focus on this area here, because what happens with me transitioning, as my hair grows, it begins to frizz up here, And so with the Shea Moisture, it actually causes my new growth to get that defined wave pattern and leaves it there. It locks it in for a couple of days. So I really like that, so that it's not, when it's frizzy, it just looks raggedy. I'm just not gonna lie, it just look raggedy, okay? So that's why I like using that Shea Moisture. But after that, that's it. That's pretty much it for as far as my shampoo and conditioner. Now, once my hair is completely dry, I would then redo all of the twists around here on the top perimeter and all of the twists in this area and in this area. So that is what gives it the fresh look and allows me to stretch my twist out for a long period of time. Now, as far as my day-to-day and week-to-week regimen, what I would do is at night, I go ahead and I apply my moisturizing spritz. Now, my moisturizing spritz is one that I make up as well. It's not the one that I use on my new growth, but it's another one that I make up. And I make this up with the conditioners. I pretty much use the same conditioners that I mentioned earlier that I deep condition my hair with. However, I make them a little different. I like for my moisturizing spritz to be a little bit more on the liquidy side. So if I use a thin conditioner, I only add the aloe vera gel or juice and some glycerin, and that's it. However, if I'm using a more of a thicker conditioner like the silicone mix or my Ayurvedic conditioners, then I add water and aloe vera juice and the little bit of glycerin to it. Shake it up, and that allows it to have a more of a looser consistency. And then, like I said, I just spray it on my hair, and then I seal it with the oil. And the oils of choices while I'm in my twist is the Dabur line. That is the Dabur Amla Gold, the Dabur Amla Jasmine, and the plain Dabur Amla. I put that oil on over my moisturizer, and that sets that. As far as my scalp, at night is when I apply my growth aid, and that is my scalp fertilizer. I talked about that in the previous video. I put that on, I massage that in, get some good heat going. And then what I do is that's when I move into the greenhouse effect preparation. I put on my shower cap. I even tie another trash bag over that. And then I put on a regular hat, like a little hoodie hat. I put that on, and that is it for my night routine. Now the next morning, because I did the greenhouse effect after I applied my moisturizer, my hair still be fully moisturized. It even have the almost like a damp feeling to it. So what I do at that time, I just add in a little bit more moisture, which is nothing but water and a little bit of aloe vera juice. I take that solution, I spray my twist down, and that's it. Then I take my new growth spritz and I just spray all of my new growth all over. Every other day, I would reapply the Jamaican black castor oil and the Shea Moisture. And that's pretty much it for my morning routine. Throughout the day, if I feel like my hair has gotten dry, I will go in the bathroom, I get some water on my hand, and I just squeeze it in, because it is very important for my my twist to stay moisturized. And I'm going to bring a subsequent video on that. Just some good tips that I'm learning about my hair that I've been able to incorporate into the care of my hair while it is in twist. So for those of you who really want to embark on this challenge with me but just have some concerns of whether or not you'll be able to do it, try it out. Even if it's just for 1 month. Guess what? You're giving your hair 1 month of being able to just work on strengthening and rebuilding itself. So just give it a try. Hey, you might like it. You might see that this is real worth it and may want to push to go further, okay? So I hope that this has helped someone to be able to feel that they can be successful on it. If you have any other questions, any way that I can help you, hit me up. Please don't hesitate. That's what keeps me motivated, okay? So I want to say I love you for loving me, okay? And you show me you love me by watching my videos and subscribing and giving me thumbs up. All right, beauties, good night.